Hi ladies, good morning. This is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel. I have a little flip through for you. Um, so this journal is kind of a different construction for me. Um, as in the cover. I made the cover out of a sheet of sheet music. Sheet of sheet music? Yeah. And so I did a couple things. I played around with, it's not texture paste, but it's like a texture paste. It comes in a powder, and you add water, and it's originally for covering holes in your wall, like the nail holes, but I used it on paper. And I colored it with some blue acrylic paint, and I really like the result. The only place I didn't like the result was on the front cover. That's where I started, and the paste that I had mixed up was quite thin. So you can see up here kind of where I messed up with the stencil and tried to re-stencil it. So I just made this little guest check piece to go over top of where I messed up. I was going to sew around the edges, but I think I'll leave it like this. And I did something I never do, and that is I put a layer of matte Mod Podge over the entire cover on this side, on the front side. Just because I felt like I wanted to seal that paste in. But, I mean, I can rub on it really hard and it's not going anywhere. The only thing I don't like about the Mod Podge is that it's not sticky, but it is. Like, I don't know the right word. Or tacky. Tacky. I mean, it's not when it's like this, but when I lay it on this glass mat. Can you guys hear that? It sticks, kind of. I don't know. I don't like that. But I'm going to get over myself and go with it. So that's the front cover. I added a strip of fabric down the spine where the signatures are sewn in, so there would be no ripping or anything like that. On the inside, I used a doily to line the music sheet. Just a square doily like this that's been coffee stained. So that's what it looks like. It's kind of hard to see what it looks like. And that's the front, and this is the back. And I left it all grungy looking. I signed it. Yeah. So here is the flap of the envelope. That's at the beginning of the signature. I just used some scraps of fabric and sewed that along the edge of the envelope. I like the way it looks. I like the way that spread looks when it's all together. And then I put some fabric on the sticky side too. And then I did a swap a long time ago with Carla from Unique Whimsy, and we swapped a flow journal. It was my first flow journal ever. She really was nice about it, but I think I got the better end of the deal because she had put so much in hers and so much time. And anyways, this was one of the papers, and some of this yarn was in the tassel that she had made for me. And I love this yarn. It's got like different colors in it, wrapped around, raveled around. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's really pretty. And she did the markings, I think, on this tracing paper too. So I have a little bit of her work in here. And the tags I used a bunch of different colored blue cardstock. And I left them blank for the recipient or whoever to do their own embellishing on. I cut a piece off a little paper snippet and put that up there on this ledger. Like that. Sewed around the page. And then there's some rickrack and some more of that fabric. It's a really soft, fluffy fabric. Then I did some more of that texture paste on this big envelope and put a big journal card inside of there. This cardstock isn't the thickest, but I think once maybe it's backed and layered on or whatever, I think it's strong enough to go in there, but it's not the thickest, just so you know. And then I have these. Then I made these little tabs. I only made one with the little snap hole thing in it. And I got those at the thrift store a long time ago for 50 cents. And anyways, they're like a snap. You punch your hole in your paper and you put these in, and they just add a nice little texture or look to your piece. I don't know why I didn't use a blue one and I used pink, but that's okay. Looks alright. And then I used some wax thread to lace these beads on and made a little dangle there. Then we have another pocket here. This has got some, it's a ribbon, but it's blue, like a dark navy blue velvet. It's so soft. Then I put a little applique flower there, and it's got a journal card in it. Some more of that texture paste. Another tab, some washi tape put around the page. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, had myself a good sneezing fit. Where'd I leave off? This page. This was also a page that I got out of that faux book, faux journal. And it was ripped here, so I just covered it with some scrap paper and finished off the pocket and just left this top piece as a little flip up. And I like the image on there too. Try to keep this in frame here. This is some paper bag, and I like little short pages like this. I like to add on to mine little flips or other pieces of ephemera or paper and dress it up. So it just looks interesting, I think. Some more of that washi tape. This was a page in that flow book from Carla. And if you're watching, Carla, hi, how are you? It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been And another person too I want to say hi to is Susan Richards. I feel so bad. I've been a bad friend. I have been just working. So, hi you guys. Okay, so back to what I'm doing. Okay. Gotta get my head back in the game here. That's the other side of that page. And that just folds down. That could be glued down and not made as a flip. Some more tab. I love the look of the texture paste on this writing, on this small fine print. It's so pretty. And the other pocket. And then this is the tag or journal card. Another tab. Another short page. This was the other side of this big envelope. Where is it? This one here. And the flap was left, so I took this long paper snippet and glued it on this side of the envelope, and then on the other side of the envelope flap I glued this flyleaf paper. I had to kind of piece it together because it was not long enough, so I did a little bit of piecing there, and the way that happened, it turned out that it made a little kind of a tuck spot here. It's not very big, but it fits this. And this is just some offcuts that I put a brad through. You could also use this as like a bookmark, a page marker. Just put it up over top of your page like that. And that could be used as a bookmark. But I'll put her in here for now. Here's the other tag. And then there's a little foldy pocket tuck spot here. I just have 2 tags in there. And I left the washi tape that Carla had put on there. Thought it looked good. And then here's the envelope at the very beginning and the very end. And then I have this picture here. I don't know why it struck me funny, because, but it did. He's in this thing called stocks. And usually I've seen the ones where they put your head in this piece and your arms in like your wrists in through other holes. I've never seen anything like this before, but the illustration, I love it because he's pondering. I think he's pondering, how the heck am I going to get out of here? So I really, it gave me a chuckle anyway. And then here's the back. This could be made into a pocket. I probably already said that. But this could be made into a pocket. But I left it like that. I originally was going to put some more paper in there and make it like a little notebook piece there. But I thought I would just leave it the way it is. It stays closed. You know, it doesn't gape open yet. It stays pretty well. I don't know. I'll probably end up wrapping some bias. Is it bias tape or seam binding? I forget. I always forget what that stuff is called. Anyways, I'll probably wrap some of that around it just to make it look pretty, tie it in a bow. Alrighty, you guys. Thank you so much for coming and looking. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. And I'll see you on the next video. Okay? Alright. Bye.